Hi again, this is Professor Innes, and for this module, you're going to start your discussion on epistemology. In this course, we're referring to it as the theory of knowledge. And in the theory of knowledge, you are concerned about human beings and their ability and capabilities of gaining knowledge, and also how human beings gain that knowledge. So it's the ability. Can we do it? And if we have the ability, how do we actually do it? So we have the theories coming along later on to say how knowledge is to be attained, and also others state maybe this is problematic, and in the sense that we're limited in the gaining of knowledge. So we've got to start at the beginning with this understanding within epistemology, the theory of knowledge. So, within Western philosophy, this is not Eastern philosophy, as you know, it's Western, we have the understanding that the mind is detached from the physical world. So therefore, if it's the case that I am thinking about something, so namely the colour of this room I'm in at the moment, or the colour of that chest with the television on top, I'm perceiving a color. Now, the thing is, my sense of sight is that which is directing the raw data gained from my sight to my mind. So therefore, my eyes are not doing the seeing. It's in effect my mind is doing the seeing. Again, this is Western philosophy, not Eastern philosophy. So therefore, I've got to think to myself, am I making a reasonable interpretation of this sense perception? Because again, my sense perception is that this cabinet thing here, over here, is the color brown of some sort. Right, so definitely I got the name Brown, and if I showed it to somebody else, they'll say that's brown as well. But I mean, are we actually perceiving the color brown as equal with somebody else? Am I perceiving a color as such? So there's a problem, and this goes on to anything, really, even to smell as well. You know, I smell something in the big wide world. Is that a nice smell or a really bad smell? I could say. In Nampa, for example, there's a sugar factory. Now, I could say that's a vibrant, wonderful smell at 5 o'clock in the morning from the sugar factory. Others would say, what are you talking about? It's disgusting. Right, so there's a problem in the sense that these five senses direct information through the nervous system to the mind, and this mind makes sense of this world. Yet the mind is not in touch with that world. So hopefully that makes sense, because that's the basic problem of epistemology in Western philosophy, that we are making these knowledge claims, yet we are not in possession of a mind which is in contact with that which it claims to know. Big problem in philosophy. So there afterwards, when people make knowledge claims, we think to ourselves, right, how on earth do they know this? So if we were to say here that, like we said with colour, a certain thing is a certain colour, I'll say yes, we both call it that same colour, but I don't know if we are, seeing something, seeing that or perceiving that which is out there. I definitely have a colour in my mind, but I don't know if that colour I have in my mind is representative of that thing out there. So in that sense, that would be a problem. And as you see in the text, you've got propositional problems with making claims of characteristics of individuals. And I think we have the Jenny character, or is it the other way around, Tom character, talking about ice cream, in the sense that they see somebody eating ice cream and they make the proposition that they're eating a particular type of ice cream. Now, is that a correct proposition? So that's in propositional language, propositional reasoning. And what we discussed before was a simple epistemological reasoning. Is it the case that our senses provide us with reliable data, which then we can make sense of? So in the theory of knowledge, we've got all these different problems to deal with as far as knowledge claims. And at the end of the day, they might just turn out to be beliefs. So therefore, I believe this room is a certain color. I believe that chest over there, once again, is the color brown. But it's just a belief. I can't say it's knowledge. Likewise, I believe Jenny is eating vanilla ice cream, even though I'm not quite sure about it. I'm not even quite sure if it's ice cream. It could be those yogurt things people buy these days because they don't want to buy some ice cream. So again, limited knowledge claims. And when we get into the analytical part, we have statements such as all crows are black or all swans are white. Now, can I make that knowledge claim? Am I able to say that I have seen all the crows that have ever existed and will exist, and therefore say all crows are black? Likewise, have I seen all the swans, and say that all swans are white? I can say that I've seen 2,000 swans in my life, and they were all white. But that doesn't mean to say that all the swans are white. It just says that all the swans I've seen are white. So therefore, my knowledge claim is limited. And as we found out, there are in fact swans in Australia which are black. So therefore, I know from evidence that I can't make the claim that all swans are black. I think I'm safer to say that all crows, I can't make the knowledge claims that all swans are white, but I could possibly make the claim that all crows are black based upon my knowledge hitherto and talking to others. But again, that is limited because we haven't seen all the future crows, all those crows which existed hundreds of years ago. So maybe I'm not making a stronger claim than I made with the swans. But this just sums up and highlights the problems of knowledge claims and beliefs. Now, your first philosopher is René Descartes, and he is a rationalist. And right from the start, you're going to understand that he rejects sense data. He doesn't accept it and says we're right because of the problems we just described. About gaining knowledge through the five senses and it being generated through the nervous system to the mind. It is highly unreliable. We look up into the sky and the sun is 3 inches across. Yeah, it's not 3 inches across, is it? And the car drives away and it gets smaller, appears to get smaller. So my perception of the car driving away is not to be relied upon. In fact, I'm constantly adjusting my thoughts about sense perception in regards to examples like cars driving away, to actually say the car is remaining at the same size, even though my perception is trying to tell me otherwise. So for René Descartes, we reject sense experience as unreliable, and instead we go on to relying upon mathematics and abstract art. So any form of abstract art which is independent of human perception can be relied upon. It just happens that I think the only one we have as part of an argument is mathematics. I would even argue that logic is something which is human-made, and I wouldn't rely upon that at all. There's a good reason why logician rhymes with magician. Some people think they're exactly the same people here. Right, so here for René Descartes, mathematics. So therefore, I will say that 2 and 2 equals 4, and that's analytically true, because the 2 and the 2 equals the 4, and the 4 equals the 2 and the 2. So no matter what you do with it, it's equal. I can say that no circles are squares, and I can also say that no squares are circles. That's true, right, within mathematics and geometry. So I've got knowledge claims I can make. So you're going to read through René Descartes and notice that he's going to apply this theory and he's going to provide a solution. Just to tell you the solution is God, but you're going to find out that this solution is highly problematic, and right at the end of the road, René Descartes provides us with the mind and body problem, and that's what we're dealing with right up until 2019. Now it's still with us, so he's done us the favor in making the problem more defined, succinct, and clear, but certainly not resolving the problem. Right, so keep that in mind with Descartes. He's very optimistic, but often with optimism, we have a big failing at the end of it, which is the case with him, unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know. It's left us with the mind and body problem, which has given philosophers lots to talk about. So maybe he's done us a favour. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, right. So let me know if you've got any questions. Hopefully everything's going along okay. Again, good work coming through. Nice to read it. Good quality, lengthy, in detail. Good. So keep up the good work, please. And let me know if you need anything. Thanks. Bye-bye.